y'all, it's my review for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, episode 6 and 7. Sorry for the delay, but like I said on Pop Bros, life be lifing. It is what it is, and I'm gonna push through it and get these reviews out. I have this, and then House of Villains, and the Roni reunion, and one more Patreon for this month. I'm gonna get it done. But anywho, Salt Lake City is still killing it. I saw episode 6. I didn't see episode 7, so this will be my first time. Not sure about Monica. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot. After episode 7, I will give y'all my thoughts on her. But let's get into it. So we left off on a cliffhanger of Angie finding out from Monica and Whitney that Meredith, they blamed her for saying that her husband is, screwing men around Salt Lake City, even though Meredith didn't say that. So Angie makes a beeline straight to Meredith and asks to talk to her. They sit down. She's like, "It sounds to me like you are talking about my husband." Meredith doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. And then Angie says, "Well, you've been saying he's been sleeping with men." Meredith's like, "I didn't say that." And Whitney chimes in, "Yes, you did. You told me at the airport." Meredith says, "Well, I said I heard rumors about her husband, but I didn't say anything explicitly." But Angie doesn't care about the logistics of the situation. She tells Meredith, "How dare you talk about me because you're the only one spreading your legs outside your marriage." And that's all Meredith have to hear. She starts to disengage and gets up and walks away from her. She's like, "That's it." Meredith goes over to sit by Lisa and Mary, but Angie K is on her tail, follows her through the room, and then crouches on one knee to tell Meredith in her face, "Don't you turn away from me. If you're going to spread rumors about my marriage, you're going to look at me in the face." Meredith is so unbothered in this scene, and now all the ladies are around them. And then Angie says, "Did you like it when she was spreading rumors about you giving blowjobs for jazz tickets?" Now, why does she have to repeat that? The look on Lisa's face. History is repeating itself. All Meredith did was just imply that she knew a rumor, but Whitney's the one who just had to find out what the rumor was. So then Whitney, she used Monica in this situation. Meredith again tries to disengage. She gets up and walks away. But then Angie, she tries to hold her. Meredith's like, "Don't touch me." That kind of shook Angie a little bit low key. She stopped touching her after that. Wow, they were really yelling at each other in the middle of the floor in front of all of Lisa's guests. Look what you did, Whitney. You pushed Meredith in front of the bus and lied on her, saying that she said this woman's man is gay. Child, the look on the DJ's face. He's like, now people are asking Monica, what happened? What was the rumor? Why isn't Meredith mad at Monica? Because are we mad equally at Monica and Whitney for putting words in my mouth? Yeah, I could say, yeah, I heard rumors about him, but I didn't say what they were. If you're saying what the rumor is, you're spreading it more than I am. Meredith again walks away for the third time. She should just leave the party. So Monica tells Lisa the rumor. Lisa says absolutely not. And then Monica adds some spice on it, saying the boyfriends are going around town saying that they have good sex. What? Monica knows what she's doing. I'm here for the mess, but don't lie, especially on someone else. We cut to Mary saying she wasted her time going to another event. It's too early in the video for me to curse, so we just gonna move on. We cut to Monica's confessional, and she's saying all the ladies are pretending that they haven't heard this rumor before because all of them have heard it, they've talked about it, and they spread it around. We cut to Whitney and Heather talking, and Heather says she heard about the rumor, she just didn't think nothing of it. It's Salt Lake City. If a man is a hairdresser, they're automatically gonna assume he's gay. Which is a shame, by the way. They then put the focus on the resident clown, Mary, and how she's hungry and how she's basically berating an employee about putting pizza in a box. Actually calls him lazy, talking down to him. I'm in hospitality. F her. F her mangy wig wearing grandpa effing ass. Anywho, it looks like the ladies are leaving the party, but before Angie leaves, she tells Meredith she feels so sorry for her that she's so miserable. Meredith pays it dust and tells Lisa this woman has a problem with me, but it's not my problem. And we cut to Lisa's confessional, and it looks like she's kind of on Angie's side, because I guess she does believe that Meredith was the one, behind the scenes spreading this rumor. Who are Meredith's allies right now? Because it's not Lisa, Monica, or Whitney. I mean, she got married, but that might as well be her invisible friend. I guess Heather. So next scene, we're at Angie's residence, and she's in her bedroom. She's talking to her husband, and I'm assuming she's going to tell him what she heard, from the party. So she does, and it's just really interesting. So he says, never mind the gay straight part. It's the adultery that gets me mad. Fine. But then he starts to break down and cry. He says, Alexa's going to hear about this. Their daughter? I'm not sure this rumor is worth this reaction. I don't know, he probably could have just laughed it off and said that's ridiculous. Like, yes, he's sensitive, but maybe he's just, a gay straight man. Because I'm sure he's been assumed to be gay before. He should be used to it at this point. And being gay is nothing to cry over. I mean, these ninjas ain't shit, so that might have you crying, but overall, it's not. It's given Emmy-worthy performance. The way I've been working my ass off. What? We cut to Angie's confessional, and she's saying the big deal is, because they're very religious, that infidelity is a serious accusation. Her husband says that she is definitely not welcome in his home, and the crazy thing is, Monica and Whitney are the one that said it on camera. Meredith did not say anything. So next scene, we're with Monica and her household, just seeing her day-to-day with her kids. As she's talking about her background growing up, we then get the impression that her relationship with her mom is troubled, to say the least. So next scene, we're with Lisa and her son-deprived child, the oldest one. And of course, they're talking about how he's getting ready to go off and spread the Mormon word. She's also telling her son about Heather's comments, just warning him that it's going to be hard, and does he really know that he wants to do this? And it seems like he wants to. I mean, the brainwashing has worked. They're then talking about going into the Mormon church, and I think Lisa doesn't go because she feels like she isn't pure. I mean, she's a sometimes Mormon. I don't know how that worked, but apparently you got to be pure to enter. I want to know what pure means. Does it mean no melanin, straight only, blonde hair only? Lisa's clearly trying to orchestrate this scene with her son. He really shuts her down when she says, well, it's because I'm a great mom that you're doing this. He's like, well, actually, I'm doing this because I want to, and that's why I didn't tell you. Damn. You can always count on the kids of the Housewives to really put them in their place. He does end it with the I love you though. So next scene, we see Whitney and Lisa visiting Angie in her white ass house. It's so beautiful, yet so sterile looking. Side note, you ever wonder what happened to that Dana girl from last season, the friend of? She really blew her chance. She just looks so basic. Oh God, here go Angie playing the sob story. Woe is me, there's a rumor spread by Meredith. No one is talking about your ass. She's telling him that her husband was crying and now there's a little person involved. She is really making a spectacle out of this. Lisa and Whitney are really rallying around Angie, assuring her that they don't think her husband is gay. And you got Whitney saying, oh, you gotta watch out for Meredith. I should just never engaged with her. And then now you have Lisa saying, well, what about Monica? And that's the thing, what about Monica? Because she's the one who actually said the rumor on camera. Yeah, Lisa still ain't feeling her. What's interesting though is Whitney still has Monica's back and really trying to put the focus back on Meredith. She's saying Monica was the pawn. You kind of used Monica as a pawn as well to get her to say the rumor on camera so then you can push Meredith in front of the bus. So now they're discussing Heather, and Angie says that Heather actually invited her over to her home, and they're kind of working their way to a friendship, and Lisa don't like that. We see in a flashback as they're painting birdhouses, which I'm glad we skipped that scene. Angie is apologizing to Heather. Oh, and Heather apologizes to Angie. These group dynamics this season is like a shuffleboard. Lisa immediately makes the conversation about her, saying Heather has never given me that. I have mixed feelings about this. I am literally getting triggered about it. She calls it fucking bullshit, and Angie and Whitney just looking at each other. Oh, I see. So from Lisa's perspective, like last season, the rumors were on her. It looked like no one was really in her corner, but then how this year the rumors on Angie, she sees how Heather's reacting to her, and she was like, well, where was that compassion for me? Whitney says Lisa needs to read the room. We were here to comfort Angie, not you. But really, Lisa making anything about herself, it's like breathing for her. It's involuntary. So next scene we're with Meredith driving with her son Brooks, and she's letting us know in her confessional that after she left Lisa's party, her Uber driver almost ran off the road over a cliff. Near-death experience almost, but thankfully, like, he got control of the car and they landed in the snowbank. We see the video. I totally forgot about this headline. I was like, oh yeah, she did talk about that. But as she's like, she looks shaken up in her confessional talking about it. Why is production playing this Humpty Dumpty music? I mean, she did say that she was thinking in her mind that her last moment of significance was arguing with Angie and the other women. But yeah, thankfully Meredith is okay. So she's talking to her son Brooks, and he's talking about his relationship. I'm glad that Meredith finally acknowledged that her son is gay though. Brooks has definitely got some work done. It looked like him and his mom go to the same doctor. So they're about to do something together. I definitely do not care about Brooks' love life. So if they're not about to do anything else, fast forward. So next scene we're with Monica, her mom, and her grandmother. So it looks like Monica and her mom are bringing her grandmother to a senior activity center. Like, not to drop her off, but just so she can hang out with people her age, I guess. So Monica and her mom are off at another table talking. It looks like they're getting along so far. In their conversation, they get to the topic of religion. Like, she's talking about she went on a date and she's saying that she was celibate and, you know, according to the church, you can't have sex before marriage. Child. So they get to talking about religion, which is always a minefield with some people. She asks Monica, does she still consider herself Mormon? Monica says she struggles with it. Then her mom asks her, is she considering raising her own children as Mormon? Because they need Jesus. And ooh, you can see Monica's whole energy change after her mom said that. And it's going left. Like, she's calling out her mom for being a hypocrite, saying that, remember when you left the church and then you apologized to me for raising me Mormon? And then her mom said, I didn't tell you that. And Monica was like, yes, you did. So now it's like one person's word against the other. As someone who goes back and forth with their mom a lot, you know, from adolescence into adulthood, I believe Monica, because sometimes I will remind my mom, no, you said that. You said, are you being for real right now? You said that. So yeah, like, I'm on Monica's side when it comes to this. Oh man, they're really arguing now. Monica tells her mom, I've done more for my kids than you've ever done for me. Oh, that really set her mom off. They're really going back and forth now, and I think they're forgetting their surroundings right now. Monica's mom drops the, you know, I'm the adult card. I am not your equal. You need boundaries right now. And then Monica's like, do you really want to go there? Now, see, I definitely have learned restraint. Because I can kind of see in this scene how me and my mom used to argue. Like, I have to be the bigger person. I'm not about to yell at my mom in front of anybody. I'm going to be cool and calm. I don't know. I think Monica's going about it the wrong way. I mean, it's still your mom, but I don't know, like, what do y'all think? Like, I don't want to get too personal, too much of Chris's business, but, like, I get where Monica's coming from, but I think she needs to reel it in a little bit. Oh my God, so now Monica's mentioning boundaries for her mom, saying, you can't just come in my house, like, whenever. You have to, like, let me know, because I can be on the couch doing 6ix9ine. And her mom repeating that statement, lock your door if you're going to have 6ix9ine on the couch. I cannot. Oh my God, another scenario I can relate to. Monica tells her mom, well, don't say nasty things about me. You thought you hung up the phone with me, but I was still on the line and can hear what you said. That's happened to me before. Her mom's excuse was, I didn't know you were on the phone. And she's emulating her mom and what she said about her when she thought she wasn't on the phone, like cussing. I don't think she realized that, everybody can hear her, including her Nana, who then scolds her for cursing. No talk dirty in this place. I don't care. You don't talk dirty here. Yeah, I didn't realize in the first few episodes how strained their relationship was. Oh, thank God that scene's over. So next scene we're with Heather meeting Whitney to go snowboarding. So they're talking about Lisa's party that they went to, and Heather's telling Whitney how Lisa told her about her son doing the missionary work, and she's the last person to tell her. Heather feels some type of way because why would she be the last to know when she actually did the missionary work? Oh my God, Heather. She just picked up snow off the ground and just started casually eating it as she's talking to Whitney. People walk in that snow, as well as animals. Anyway, Whitney's telling Heather that she's happy for Lisa's son, that he's getting to do what he wants to do. Heather's confused by this stance because, if y'all remember, Whitney made a whole thing about leaving the church and disagreeing with the beliefs. And Heather calls Whitney out on it and then tells her regret of doing missionary work and then pushing this religion on people and actually ruining their lives in the process. She feels shame for that. Whitney's like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, go knock on their door and tell them to stop this? And, I get it. She doesn't want to really intervene. And, she just became friends with Lisa. Heather's now going down the line about, how problematic that religion is. Like, she's saying homophobic, transphobic, sexist, misogynist. And I'm like, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for y'all to say it. And Heather said it. She said racist. I'm like, okay. I just want to get that clear. And Whitney can't say anything. She agrees. And I'm just like, well, if you agree with that, you can't be telling Lisa like, oh, I'm so happy for your son. Ooh, so here we go. The credits are rolling. But Whitney's like, well, speaking of Lisa, I was with her and Angie the other day, and I was taken aback at Lisa's reaction of you and Angie like talking things out. She's saying that Lisa feels hurt, and Heather's very surprised by this. That's Whitney, the bone collector of Salt Lake City. And that is where episode 6 ends. Let's get into episode 7, the Easter episode. Ooh, child, this sun. So y'all know, like, my window faces the city, and, with the buildings across from me, the sun reflects on it when it starts to set. So then I'm just like, So episode 7 opens at Angie's place, and she's getting Easter decorations all situated, and it looks like she's gonna have some big event at her home. So her doorbell rings, and it's this person in this big bunny costume, which is actually kind of scary, if you ask me. We see Whitney, she's the first one to get an invitation. This bunny just comes up to her with an invitation. She was so startled. That fucking bunny is scary. So the next person to get the invite is Mary. The bunny knocks on her tinted window. She rolls it down. She's like, oh my God. The next person to get an invite is Lisa. And while she's filming her confessional, the bunny comes in the shot and hands her an invitation. We see Monica get an invitation too. Why does this bunny look so damn menacing? Heather is next. Who let that bunny in her car? Heather gets in the... Oh my God. Heather, sits in her car. She turns around. She screams bloody murder as the bunny waving at her. My soul would have jumped out my body. I would have beat the hell out of that bunny, dead ass. Oh my God, I probably would have had a heart attack. Heather is such a good sport. Y'all, we gotta watch it again. Ooh, man, Salt Lake City is killing it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so glad I decided to pick this back up. Anywho, next scene, we're with Whitney and her husband and having lunch together. Here we go again with her husband's going back to work and he's feeling overwhelmed. Whitney's like, overwhelmed? Really? You feel overwhelmed? Well, imagine how I feel. So I'm guessing they're having marriage problems. That's her storyline outside of the other women. I wouldn't play with my marriage for a plot line, Whitney. This is a very awkward lunch between the two. Whitney's saying basically how miserable she is, and her husband, he's worried about the sex issue. Really? They having sex issues? Don't she have a pole in their bedroom? Weren't they painting each other half naked and he was slapping her on the ass? Really? Interesting. But yeah, her husband seems like he wants to make it right. I mean, you left your former wife for her, so you might want to make this marriage work. Next scene, we're with Lisa and Angie going to some type of candle making activity. Production, I'm guessing, paid this girl to say, "Are you Jack Barlow's mom?" Apparently, she knows her son, and Lisa's like, "Did he tell you he was going on missionary before me?" And she says, "Yes." They better get to talking about some mess, or else I'm gonna fast forward this scene. So they're talking about Angie's Easter event that's coming up, and of course Meredith isn't coming. Lisa doesn't have a problem with that, I guess, because I guess she was on the other end of Meredith's rumors and nastiness. But Angie's saying that Monica's coming, and Lisa's like, well, how come you aren't mad at Monica? Because it's just as bad as Meredith implying that there are rumors about her husband. Like, she points out that Monica said guys were bragging about being with Angie's husband as if she knew the source. So that means she's doubling down on that rumor. Angie just looks like a deer in headlights as Lisa's talking to her. And here we go. We cut to Angie's confessional, and we got a Jen Shah mention. Did they say Jen Shah's name in the last episode? I forgot to even track it. I don't think they did. But her name pops up again because Angie says that her and Monica were both duped by Jen. Lisa then tells Angie that Monica is not your friend. And again, I agree with her. Oh my God. So next scene, we're with Mary and her weird-ass son. And yes, I said weird-ass son. He's a grown-ass man. He's 20. Okay? I can talk about him now. Mary is confronting her own son about why is she hearing rumors that he's married. She asks him, are the rumors true? He says he doesn't know. You know what? It's just so hard watching this scene because production has them up there for a joke. And it's hard to laugh at these people because there's something mentally wrong with the both of them. So then he says, kinda, yeah, they went to the courthouse. So it went from, I don't know, to them going to the courthouse. If you sign documents, that means you're married, sir. Oh, man. It's stressing me out. Why am I even reviewing this scene? I should have just skipped over it. We cut to Mary's confessional, and she says that they both live in her house, but she doesn't run into them often. Father God, today, what the fuck is going on right now? So I guess he is married. He gives her a hug, and she says, don't be afraid to tell me anything. Bravo is wrong for this scene, as well as exploiting these two weirdos. So next scene, we're with Heather. She's on FaceTime with her daughter, telling her that Lisa's son is doing missionary work. This Mormon culture is just so interesting on Salt Lake City. It's like some people do it like to the extreme, and some other people, they just do it like, oh, we just go to church and then we just live our lives. It's nice to see that Heather's daughter, though, isn't drinking the Kool-Aid. So next scene, we're back at Mary's house and she's being visited by Meredith. So Mary's telling Meredith about her revelation she had about her son being married. She says about Robert getting married. At first, Meredith's like, well, I'm assuming junior, right? And Mary's like, well, yes, if it was senior, it would have been a problem. Really? Where is that man now, Mary? Where is he? Is he still in Vegas? Side note, Meredith, I think, needs to chill out on the elective treatments that she's getting. She's starting to look a lot like Caitlyn Jenner. So they change the topic, and Meredith brings up to Mary that she's been keeping to herself lately. And Mary says, well, yeah, I'm just tired of giving people chances to become monotonous. Your craziness is getting monotonous to me. And who are you to give these ladies a chance when you're a bigot your damn self? And y'all, I don't care if y'all like Mary, okay? I told y'all, when y'all watching my review, my foot is gonna remain on Mary Cosby's neck, because she deserves it. If she don't wanna be on this goddamn show, she shouldn't be on it. But she's willing to be a clown for a check. So I'm gonna treat her like one. So Meredith's telling Mary about how she's being accused of spreading rumors about Angie's husband being gay, and she's just taken aback by that because she says her own son is gay, and she's on the board or committee for GLAAD, and saying that she would never comment on someone's sexuality. I'm totally with Meredith on this. Whitney and Monica pinned that on Meredith just because she said she heard rumors and nastiness. And Angie is taking that and just running with it, crying victim. Mary then asks Meredith, is she going to the Easter event? And of course, Meredith doesn't know what she's talking about because she wasn't invited. So Meredith, she doesn't really care. She says she's not going to be in town anyway to go. And Mary's saying she doesn't want to go, especially if Meredith isn't going. And she just doesn't want to be around them. And I'm like, if you feel that way, get off the fucking show. Please. Mary is an animaniac. They need to lock her ass in that tower along with Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. Next scene is the day of Angie's Easter event. As she's getting things ready, she gets a call from Mary, of all people, saying that she isn't able to come, and her reason is her house in Vegas flooded a year ago, and she's going there to check on it. And this comes right after the scene of her saying that she just doesn't want to be around these women. So she just told a bold-faced lie, a terrible one if you ask me, but I highly doubt the other ladies care whether she's coming or not. So Angie's dad arrives as well as her aunt, and she's just giving us some family background. She's saying that her mother passed, and her dad was a widow at 44 with 7 kids. Wow. Let me see, he might have my dad beat. I don't know, like how old was my dad when he had my little brother? My little brother is lucky number 7. And that, that ended my mom's relationship with him. But yeah, that's Chris's business. Just wanted to say. So most of the ladies arrive and Monica comes with her mom. And wait a minute. Okay, mama. So her and Angie's dad, they actually look great together. Like seriously. Monica, why you hating? We cut to Monica's confession. She's like, absolutely not. Fuck no. Oh man, they look like a good couple together. And age appropriate too. Look, you better let your mama have some fun. And who knows, you might be sister-in-laws with Angie. So far, it's a very positive event. Let's see how it goes downhill. Now, is it just me or is Angie K comparing herself to Jesus? So most of the food actually looks good. I never had roasted pig before. It looks so good. The food is plentiful though. I mean, Cy from New York would be very happy. So they're all at the table eating and Whitney's like, where's Meredith? Heather's like, she wasn't invited. First of all, Whitney, why do you even care if Meredith is coming or not? I mean, it's quite obvious after that blow up at Lisa's event that Meredith was not going to show up. But then meanwhile, we cut to Meredith, who's in LA, looking fabulous, and she's at the GLAAD Awards with her lame husband and annoying son. Ooh, Brooke definitely got some work done. His chin looked like a fist. Again, another child of a housewife that is grown. So don't be coming at me. So then we come back to the party, and a little later we see Heather confronting Lisa over the comments that she heard from Whitney. And Lisa confirmed that she was triggered when Heather's name was mentioned because she says that no one was there when the rumors were out about her. But then she tells Heather, but we're good. Heather's like, well, are we? Heather thinks that they should have a better relationship than what they have. I'm not sure what gave her that impression. But she tells Lisa that she should be able to come and talk to her about her son's mission. Lisa stops her right there and says, like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. Because she says that Heather's experience is way different than her son's. And I totally disagree because the Mormonism that they're teaching is the same. We then cut to Angie taking Monica to the side to talk to her. So Angie tells her she doesn't appreciate how she went about the rumor concerning her husband. Like, if you didn't believe it, then why would you say it? And then she said because Whitney asked her, and then she mentioned that Meredith was the one. Angie stops her right there and says, well, how did you know what Meredith was talking about? Because Meredith didn't talk to Monica about it. She only told Whitney that she heard rumors or whatever. She didn't say specifics. So she kind of got her right there. Monica says she heard it from the Salt Lake City streets. Yes, you heard that right. The Salt Lake City streets. I personally think Monica's in the wrong here because she keeps repeating it. And then we cut to her confessional. She's saying that she heard this rumor years ago before she even met Angie. That's weird. Okay, so now we're simultaneously jumping from Heather and Lisa to Angie and Monica. Lisa's asking Heather, well, why do you care so much? And Heather was like, well, it's because I've been through this and I know what it's like and I'm just concerned. They're going back and forth now. Heather's bringing up her book. Lisa's like, oh, was this about the book now? I personally think Lisa contradicts herself. She does not even follow any Mormon rules. Like, I would say Heather's experience is definitely the Mormon experience. Like, she lived that. Lisa don't know anything about that. This is like a ping pong match, and I am just fully invested. I do not mind Heather versus Lisa. Lisa says she's focused on her son being a good Mormon. Child, okay. So you want him to be a sexist, homophobic, racist. Got it. So now we're back with Angie and Monica going back and forth, and it's getting more heated as the argument continues. Like, I'm starting to believe that Monica actually believes the rumor, and she has no problem spreading it. That's why I'm like, why is Angie mad at Meredith and not Monica? So as they're going at it, Monica's mom gets up, sits in between them, and tries to intervene and de-escalate the situation, which I think was a terrible idea on her part. Monica ain't having it. She's like, I bet you would love to wrap this up right now so you can bring it right back up. Monica's mom then reminds her that her daughters are here. Now, her mom hasn't done anything bad in this moment. She's just trying to de-escalate the situation as Monica is getting more hot. But it looks like Monica's getting mad at her mom now. So Angie gives up on the conversation, gets up and walks away. But now we're left with Monica and her mom, and she is cussing out her mom. She's like, don't fucking pull this shit with me. I'm trying to be fair in this moment, but the way Monica's talking to her mom is terrible, especially in front of everybody. I mean, save it for, like, go to the bathroom with her and cuss her out. Go home and cuss her out, but not in front of everybody, because that just makes you look bad. They're not making a scene, especially Monica, and everyone is uncomfortable. Her mom is now trying to calm her down, trying to tell her to go to the bathroom with her. She tells her mom, get out of my face. We now have Angie and her husband trying to de-escalate the situation between Monica and her own mom. So then Monica gets up from the table and sits on the other side of the room while her mom is just apologizing to everybody. I'm so sorry. And she's like, I'm ready to have fun. And she sits down. We cut to Monica's confessional. She's like, what is going on right now? Like, I get there's deep-seated issues between y'all, but it's just not the time and place. Okay, so they all move on to the Greek dancing, throwing the money, while Monica is sitting on the other side of the room looking pissed. So Monica's mom tries to go over there and talk to her, but Monica ain't having it. They go back and forth to the point where Monica tells her, you find your own fucking ride home. Dead ass. And she gets up, grabs the kids, and leaves. Oh, Monica's daughters are so cute. It just really sucks that Monica's really like the dark cloud in this positive event right now. They cut to her confessional. She even says that she wished she had another mom. Wow. On national TV. Oh, that gotta be a dagger to her mom. For her to say that? Like, I get it, but I don't know. I couldn't do that. So the credits are rolling and we see Monica's mom on the couch. I hope somebody gave her a ride home. And that's where the episode ends, y'all. Episode 6 and 7. I mean, good episodes. I was entertained. They are really shocking me this season. Like, this is better than Atlanta. Like, I gotta say. Y'all let me know whose side y'all on, like with the whole Monica thing, especially with the rumors and the nastiness. I would love to hear y'all thoughts. With that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.